Coming to you from the beautiful Treasure Coast of Florida, you're watching HamRadioConcepts.
Hey everyone, this is Eric with HamRadioConcepts. Got a cool little toy here I want to make a video on, and we'll get right to it. This is by the company CountyCom. If you Google CountyCom or click on the link in the video or the description, they make this little gem right here, the GP-5 SSB. This is a all-band, shortwave, medium wave, upper side, lower sideband, FM, AM receiver, handheld with the enthusiast or prepper in mind. Price range is like $74 online, and some great features on here. I mean, you won't find another sideband radio this cheap, this inexpensive with what it has. So let's get to it. Of course, you get the radio here, okay, and the radio you'll see is not that big. I mean, it's a little tall, not as wide as a pack of cigarettes. Pretty thin. You know, here's a regular ballpoint pen. You can see it's what, twice the size of a pen. I mean, very light. It's lighter than my FT1DR, substantially lighter, maybe like 2 pounds, pound and a half, something like that. Telescopic antenna built in, 18-inch antenna. It has the belt clip on the back. Takes 3 AA batteries. This is cool for the prepper or the survivalist or the person that's going on a long trip. 3 AA batteries. This thing has had these batteries in here for weeks and they're still showing fully charged. Doesn't require much. I think it's 240 something hours at 40% volume. Not bad. You can use rechargeable nickel metal hydride batteries in here and set the radio with the intelligent charge feature inside and charge it with the DC and 5-volt Type B USB port. A lot of people ask about my other videos with little handhelds, can they charge over USB? This one you can. So if you can get one of those little USB solar power banks, you know, you can charge this thing out in the middle of the woods with a solar panel. You have to activate the charging feature in here. It's in your manual. You don't want to put alkalines in here and try to charge it. Word of advice. Volume knob, tuning knob on here. On the top, you have a port for your headphones, stereo, FM, or just regular mono for sideband or whatever, and your AM antenna. So in here, we get the soft case, which would slide on your belt here, okay, and then a little more durable nylon case with the metal belt clip on here, so if you're hiking or you're out, you know, doing stuff all day long or wherever, you don't bang the thing up. Here's the AM bar antenna that fits in the port on the top. So this bar antenna is basically for the real low bands, the 150 to 1710 kilohertz AM broadcast, because this makes up for the length of antenna that you need to receive something like that. This bar antenna, somewhat maybe tunable or directionable here, but this is only for the real low broadcast AM bands, below 160 meters. And you get the earbuds here for stereo FM or just listening. You know, sideband is not in stereo, so but anyways, you get the earbuds here, and you get this little antenna here. So if you're, for demonstration, I'm going to have to hook this up with a little wire. I'll show you, because I'm inside a block home. Conditions are okay. Right now it's 8:41 p.m. QRZ says it's good at night for 40 and 20 and 80. But with the computers going and the fluorescent light bulbs and stuff, I have a lot of noise of power lines here. So what I can do is I can take this little wire that comes with, clip it on the antenna like this, and I can extend this wire out and clip this on, say, the top of my window, you know, so it's basically just going to hold the wire up, so you have a extra long antenna wire for you know, those bands that you can't pull in really easily. But for the most part, this thing is very sensitive for having a telescopic antenna. If you're out in a boat in a river, or you're out hiking on mountains or wherever, you're going to pick up a lot of things. I've noticed this thing is very sensitive with this antenna. And that little wire antenna is great for a hotel room. You can, you know, put it on your nightstand there when you're sleeping overnight in a hotel room and clip that wire on top of the window there. But so anyways, front firing speaker, LCD screen that's lighted. Okay, let's turn the light off. It's lighted. All right. And you'll see on here it shows you your battery indicator and your temperature sensor in here and the clock. Okay. easy to read screen no matter what angle you hold this thing at, other than like this. Left, you can see it all the way here. You can see it all the way to the left, to the right, all the way. Just a little bit hard to read if you're looking from the top down, but who stares at the radio like this? So anyways, so I'm going to fire it up. We'll get a couple features looked at here, and I'll see if I can tune in a couple conversations on the bands here. But this thing is great for if the wife kicks you out of the radio room and you're on the easy chair or something, and you want to fire this thing up and just listen to the guys talking or whatever, or hiking or a hotel room or wherever, even emergency communications. If the zombie apocalypse is coming, you will have a way to listen to us amateur radio operators who are licensed, which at that point it wouldn't matter, because if it was we're not even going to get into it. But anyways, a lot of preppers like this radio. So digital tuning has, like I said, upper sideband, lower sideband, beat frequency oscillator. It's got 550 memories built in. And time's got an alarm on here. It's got an easy tuning mode. And so even an FM, AM radio broadcast. So I'll fire this thing up. We'll go right to AM, or right to FM broadcast. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is, with FM, is go ahead and hold the ETM button. That's the easy tuning mode. And what that's going to do is it's going to run a scan for all the FM channels in your area. Now, I have the antenna collapsed. Let's see what it finds with the antenna collapsed. And it's going to put them into memories. Every time you run a scan, it puts them in the memories, and then when you run a scan again, it rewrites those. So they're kind of like a RAM or a random access memory kind of system. It's not going to put them in forever. You can delete them. There's instructions on how to delete memories in the manual. But so let's see what it picked up here. That shows FM stereo here. All right.
Riverside Theater is the place for uproarious adult stand-up comedy. And before the show, enjoyed the Texas State Fair.
Right, so now you just roll the tuning knob on the side, and it will just go through what it found. So you don't have to go through all the hash. And if you do this at daytime, you should do it again at night, because propagation changes. You should do it in different cities, as you're traveling. You can run a scan. So you don't have to hold the scan button on your FM radio if that's what you're using this for. And then we can go to shortwave. Now, if you hit the MW, medium wave button, we should call it medium wave. Now, what it's going to do is, I'm in medium wave, and every time I hit up or down on this SW here, it's going to go through the different bands. Oh, let's try that again. I got ETM on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Now, 22 meters, 19 meters, 16 meters. These are all international shortwave frequencies for shortwave radio communications. Now, I'm not familiar with the shortwave, okay? But they're all segmented in here. And it's nighttime, so I think the only area you really hear those at nighttime, to my knowledge, is like 40 meters. Let's see if we can go up here, pull up one of them just over 40. Okay, let's do this. Let me, because I'm inside the house, tie this little wire on here and see what that does. That little piece of speaker wire. And now we're picking up something. Alright, so all the shortwave band segments are in here. A lot of frequencies it covers. Alright, but what I'm interested in is we're going to go to USB, LSB. It's upper sideband, lower sideband. Now it's going to put us in the ham radio bands. Okay, now, this is 80 meters here, all right? We can go up to 40, 30, look at that, there's CW on 30 meters. And with the beat frequency oscillator, I can kind of use that as a clarifier, all right? So if I have to, let's see if we can go down. Oh, there you go. There you go. So you got like kind of like a clarifier. All right, so there's 30 meters. We'll go up to 24 meters. So this must be a shortwave, because it's definitely not in the ham portion. All right, so it sounds like some Spanish something. 20 meter band. Nighttime, 20 meters is fading pretty fast. 17 meters. Oh, you know what? That must be shortwave station. That must be an AM too. So 15 meters, 12 meters, 10 meters, all right, all the way down to 160, 80. And as you roll, you're like in 1 kilohertz steps, okay? What I found is if you hold if you roll the button or the tuning knob real fast, you'll see it'll go into, if I can get it to do it, there you go, 5 kilohertz steps. So now you can tune a little bit faster going through the band like this, all right? But again, you can also scan on here if you want to. You can hold the scan button. Now it's going to go through by 5 kilohertz steps, and it's going to listen for activity, and it's going to stop when you hit a frequency with activity on it. And you can store that into a memory. So, and you would want to be in lower sideband for 80 meters, of course. We're real far down there. 40 meters, lower side. Scan here. Some kind of digital signal there. It sounds like JT65 or something. But you get the idea. Right. Different bands here. It seems like 30 meters is pretty good right now. So we get the FM radio, we have the medium wave, we have the short sideband scanning, easy tune mode. The easy tune mode ETM is what I showed you in the FM broadcast, so you can scan that way. Oh, we got some CW there. So again, outside, that little telescopic antenna is pretty sensitive for that. I'm only using this wire hooked to my HF wire because of my conditions here with the noise and being inside. It's really not the best, but a lot of radios won't really operate the best inside at low frequencies here. So, but you get the idea. You know, really ingenious idea, but very inexpensive for the price of this thing, I have to say. 74 bucks. I mean, a Kenwood TFF8, TFF6, I think it was, had the sideband receive on there, but it was only a marginal receive on there, and that radio was a dual band transmitter, but went for several $100s just to have that function for the receive of sideband, whereas this thing here is easy enough to put in your pocket, a couple AA batteries, and you're off to go. So check out CountyCom and I'll find you the exact website. We'll put that on the description, so you can go down and check out their website and have some other cool stuff on there. But this is the GP-5 SSB from CountyCom. So I hope this was pretty neat watching this. 7-3, thanks for watching it, and we'll see you again from KJ4YZI.